So as I was saying, my client has always been nice, and Queen did invite us to the island, and I thank her for that. But how she has acted since then leads me to believe that she can be somewhat sketchy from time to time, and I would just kind of question where she's really going with things. I don't really know, and
You
I
know,
would ask BJ to make a statement about what he thinks.
I'm a little upset about this. I'm a little tired, son. We live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by women with bows. Who's gonna do it? You, Mr. Molesky? She has a greater responsibility than you could possibly fathom. You weep for Joker, and you curse the other islanders. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. That Joker's death, while tragic, probably saved lives, our lives. And Queen's existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves our lives. You don't want the truth because deep down, in places you don't talk about at your parties, about that lava tub, you want her on that wall. You need her on that wall. We use words like golem, streaming command blocks, but we use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to the man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that she provides, and then questions the manner in which she provides it. I'd rather you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a bow and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to.
Here, here.
Jeez,
Here.
jeez. I would like the court to acknowledge the hostility from this witness, and
Hey, you want some fish?
Yeah, but real nice speechifying.
Yeah, I got some steak. Want some steak?
The jury seems to be pretty upset by this whole thing.
yeah, they are
Yeah.
not happy.
They should
They're
be.
not
You
happy.
know,
This is
you-
ridiculous.
You're really
This-
treating her just.
Why?
Hey,
Wow.
order in the court.
I'll take
I have no
pepperoni
further-
pizza. Some Pepsi.
I have no further questions. I have no
Oh.
further questions.
BJ, you're dismissed.
Okay.
The defense would like to call
How'd I do?
Queen Liz to the stand.
You did great, BJ.
Did you okay?
Okay, great. You did a really good job. Thank
Sorry
you.
about that.
Here's the money.
This
Thank
guy,
you.
he
This-
wasn't
this
even.
ain't right.
That's
He
great.
wasn't
That's
even there. Why?
Yeah,
would,
thank you, dude.
Hey,
Hey. Order in the
Hey.
court.
we're just coming over to say hi.
No.
I thought maybe he'd look a stick.
Dad walk.
I want the jury to take a note of how sad this sad walk is. It's very important that you guys pay attention to this. Look at this sad walk.
Garbage.
Oh, what an actress.
So sad.
Yeah,
What an
seriously.
actress.
Fake.
Yeah, right?
Your
Queen,
Majesty? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you notch?
Is her
I
lawyer
do.
bowing?
He's bowing before
What
the
is he
queen.
doing?
Hello.
bowing before the Queen.
Tiny
Well,
shoes.
hey,
Show
hey.
some
There you go.
respect.
Let me was tying his shoes.
Guess who pays him? The queen.
Queen,
Yeah.
would you tell us in your own words, and we understand if you need to take breaks to shed a tear or two? Can you tell us in your own
Oh,
words what
please.
happened on that horrible, horrible day?
Well, I've been working for a really, really long time on a project to better our community. I was working on a community nether hub,
Uh-huh.
and I required glass. So I was over at the desert, and I had just been to the mesa, and I needed. Sorry, I need a moment.
You see this, jury? Do you see?
Yeah, they're not paying attention.
Does she need to?
They're
Does
not
she,
even
does she
looking
need a
at-
steak to wipe
Yeah,
her tears
I
with?
think.
'cause they don't buy
I think
it.
they're on our side.
Yeah,
She
they don't buy
just
it.
give that to her so she can wipe her tears with steak.
I could use this name.
Exhibit
Thank you.
B,
Give the girl a steak.
a bucket full of tears the queen has already cried.
Oh,
Those are, in fact,
Oh,
my
come
tears.
on.
oh, jeez.
Come on.
Why would you save your own tears? That's just gross.
Evidence.
Gross evidence.
I was making
lot
a
of
community nether hub, and I needed glass, so I was over just minding my own business on stream, mind you, and talking to my friends, and I was digging away, and I turned a corner, and it was horrible. It was just the face and the eyes, and
Would
And
you
then
would you
he-
describe it as frightening?
it was terrifying.
Terrifying.
Absolutely
Oh my God.
terrifying.
Terrifying, jury.
A man's face.
A
Come on.
man's face? You can't help that.
It wasn't just a face. His
You hear that
eyes
lightning?
glowed with demonic fire. It was absolutely the
I can't
most
believe this.
horrible thing I
Not
had
even a
ever
wither.
seen in
His
my
eyes
life.
don't glow.
I,
You hear the
It's
lightning? The
impossible.
lightning. Even the gods agree with
I
him.
dropped everything. I
Order.
didn't even.
Gods. Oh, sorry.
I didn't even get a chance to pick up my sand. I just left it in the desert, and I ran. And
Oh, yeah. They're not happy about this testament.
and I tried to get some local desert inhabitants to help me, and they didn't. And
My client
I-
actually helped you.
I tried to get like close to Cactus, and it didn't help. And then I didn't have any recourse left. I killed him.
I think
And
that's
I feel
a very
horrible.
I think that's a very understandable thing that you had to do. And
She
the
just
whole
admitted
court
that she
is
killed him.
very, very
I know.
sad for
That's
the
good.
terrible
That's good for
things
us.
that you've had to
Yeah.
endure. We
good
won't
for
have any further questions for you, Queen. We don't want to trouble you any further. Your witness, Mr. Molesky.
Zeus objects.
Miss Liz. I was
If,
there.
if you could pause, address me properly, please.
Excuse me, Queen Liz.
Thank
The
you.
bowing,
I remember-
Your
Elizabeth.
Honor,
I
Your
think it's
Honor, the
Elizabeth.
bowing, please. She is the Queen.
Oh, isn't this a little much?
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mr. Molesky.
Oh,
Man, the disrespect is amazing.
Miss
in
Queen
this room.
Liz.
gods
I
are not
remember the
happy.
day that you invited us all to the island. To share a home, to share a life with each other, to become friends. Joker and you never had one dispute until one day that you said streaming said that he automatically scared you. So someone that you invited to come share a home as a group of people with, you turned around one day and automatically assumed that he was scary, terrifying, and you murdered him.
The person in that desert that day was not the Joker that sits before you. It was an evil incarnation of Joker. It's not that guy. I have no issue with Misterjoker over there. It's the horrible red-eyed, menacing, just horrible Joker that I have an issue with.
I
He
see.
intentionally scared me.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but I soon thereafter recall a meeting that we all had. And you were eating human flesh and dripping blood from your entire body.
I object, Your Honor.
I don't recall any
that's
such
that's
thing.
irrelevant. Mr. Molesky and I were eating flesh outside of the building this
Those
morning.
were court snacks, dude.
They were. You're right. Never mind. Withdrawn.
It's alright. That's alright. That's fine. That's cool.
That's kind of gross.
But
No,
I am just
They're tasty.
Okay.
dude. They're really good, right?
They're good. They're so
They're so good. All right, all right, all right.
The high
Sorry,
omega-3s.
Hold
sorry.
on, hold on.
That's
High
the
five,
omega-3s,
quick.
isn't
High
it?
five. Get up, get up.
High five. High
Little
five.
lawyer five. Yeah, all right. So back to court. I feel like I've said what I need to say. Queen, I'm sorry for your displeasure. I know that my client had no ill intention, and the way that this is drawn out is just nothing other than repalling.
Before
Appalling.
you go, Mr. Molesky,
Yes.
I need you to read this, please.
Okay.
Out loud?
Yes, please.
If it says poop, I'm gonna be really sad.
Island Law.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Book 1, Chapter 1, The Island Law, Paragraph 3, Subsection 92, Line 108. Let it be noted that any lawyer representing a case against the Queen of all Minecraft will automatically be penalized under island law in accordance with all right and traditions held therein and will be immediately sentenced to death by beheading at the conclusion of the trial.
I ask if you still would choose to defend your client with the presented evidence.
Okay, so also bailiff, could you please show the book that I gave you as evidence? Because I believe that this is a very crucial factor
This book
in the
right
outcome
here.
of this trial.
All right, would you like me to read the book aloud?
Please do.
In April of 2014, A-String was disbarred. His statements hold no merit in a court of law.
That is true.
Wow.
He put on a suit and
That-
he's
I-
ill representing the
I think
queen
he just made that up. I don't think that's
of our
true.
nation.
That-
No, actually,
that's not
here,
true.
Here, BJ, why don't you go ahead and look at this book
Yeah,
yourself?
May,
please.
may
I'd like
I
to- may I
point
examine that book,
something out
please?
to the court? If
It's
it
labeled,
pleases the court,
Goosey's words. just so you
Judge,
know.
I would just like to point out that the island was founded May 18th of 2015, and therefore anything that happened prior to that ceases to exist.
Well,
Yes, I passed my bar exam
Whoa.
here on the island.
this
the-
book is legit, if that matters. I just
Chuck, are you still
Yeah,
representing
thank
me?
you. Thank you, BJ.
Chuck, are you still representing me? Because
That's kind of sad that you have to ask
I'm not
that.
really sure.
Who are you?
I kind of feel like I'm on my own now.
Chuck, would you
I
like me to
mean,
represent
am
you?
I going to be killed right now?
If you continue to represent your client, then
It
yes.
is island
yeah.
law, yes, that any prosecution or representation against the queen will result in the death of said lawyer at the end of the trial.
Queen, how do you feel about maritime law? We're going to say, ocean, very close to island. How do you feel about a lawyer swap?
No,
Fine.
but
Fine.
I would take you on as legal counsel in addition to String.
Yep, you look at this side.
Well,
Have you seen
if-
the seating over
You
here?
could be a junior attorney.
I think if the outcome is head on a spike or having a lawyer buddy.
Lawyer buddies, check it out, man. Our own seating
Sorry, Joker.
and
Then
snacks.
he's selling you out.
Sorry, dude.
I'll
Nah.
represent myself.
There you
Mr.
go.
Joker is now representing
Snacks.
Hey,
himself
lawyer snacks.
to the court.
Lawyer snacks on this side,
Hey,
Awesome,
hey,
dude.
lawyers,
and
take
you keep your
seats.
head. Seats.
Are
you
you
like-
done
Do you want me to represent you?
examining this witness?
I have a few questions for the witness.
Certainly.
Mr. Joker, your witness.
I do recall Queen Liz, if that is your real name. I do recall a simpler time, when we all had our bases, and there was a small base that I had just started, and I was looking for some materials to get started. I'm sure everyone here is familiar with that. They're called diamonds. They're used primarily for armor and weapons, and I recall
Excuse me.
going to that mining shaft that I had dug out, that I was going to dig out, and finding that it was completely barren. Now,
Your Honor, I object. This is completely irrelevant to this case.
it's
As my lawyer would
completely
agree.
relevant because it
It is
determines your
completely irrelevant.
character.
No, my character is not in question here.
It's unimpeachable.
Miss,
Just say it's unimpeachable. If that's a word.
That's a thing. That's a thing.
That,
It is
that
a
might
thing.
be a thing. That might be a thing.
Okay.
Oh, the judge concurs.
Judge concurs.
Oh.
Hail the queen!
Hey,
All right,
Queen.
well, I just want to say Queen killed me a bunch of times, and it wasn't fair.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty compelling, I have to admit. But
all right, so we give the jury a moment. Oh, you're
deliberate?
dismissed, Queen Liz.
Yeah, we
give
should
the
let
jury a
them-
moment to deliberate, and then I will carry their decision to the judge.
Oh, they're deliberating, all
Oh,
right.
they're
Look at 'em
they
go.
are. They're deliberating.
Here, let me get out of your seat, man.
Lawyer stuff.
I'm gonna need
Lawyer
some
stuff.
towels for all that
Lawyer-
deliberation.
Lawyer stuff.
Hey, the lawyers will behave themselves until the
I see you still have your
case is
head.
over.
Yeah, dude. Lawyers teaming up, eating
Oh,
eating like
thank you, Mr.
jerky
Chairman.
during the break and
Stuff.
dudes
I can't eat it. I'm full.
Yeah, me
Your
too,
Honor?
dude.
Pull
I'm
from the
really
court.
full,
We
but
could
I'm
send
gonna
Joker
save
down
it.
to
I'm gonna
the
save
fish
this.
thing so he could do some deliberation. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to hit you.
All right. Hear ye, order in the court. The jury has deliberated and found Mr. Joker guilty of scaring the queen,
Oh.
and he
Yay.
is hereby fined a penalty fee of 6 diamond blocks paid to the queen
Harsh.
by the
That's
end of the
harsh.
month.
No, it's
or
good.
that
You're
he
on
will
our
be
side, dude.
incarcerated. Excuse me, I'm talking. Or he
Oh,
will be incarcerated.
Sorry.
So, the end.
Jeez.
Well,
That
I
went
did
well-
I
that
did
went
not
well for
think
us.
that
I
was
would
gonna
like
turn
to
out
thank
it
the
did.
court for ruling in my favor. Thank you so much, Judge Horace, for your time.
I object to the ruling
I think
But
he's leaving.
excuse me, why are you shooting the bailiff?
because the bailiff lies.
Fine. My
Bailiff, I just
my
did
old
what the
client
jury
is bailing.
told me.
Coerced.
See,
He's
guys,
running for the hills.
Just
He's
doing
running
my
for the
job.
hills. What do we do?
Get out of
I'm
my
not
court.
sure. As his lawyers. Oh, we're not his lawyers.
Ow.
You're not his lawyer.
Ow.
Are we a hunting party now?
What's
guess so.
happening? Ow. Oh, all
Oh,
my
sorry,
stuff. I wasn't expecting that.
Huh. It turns out
He
if
had
you
my
run,
head.
it turns out if you run, there is this natural
My own
inclination
client.
to
Yeah,
shoot and
aren't
kill.
you-
My
You know,
only
I'm gonna
client.
take you to court. I was just going to get the diamonds.